Are you struggling with a child who just can't seem to fall asleep or stay asleep through the night? I want you to know you're not alone. So raise your hands high. Sleep issues in children are incredibly common. They affect millions of families everywhere. But the solution might actually be simpler than you think. And it doesn't involve medication. Because I know as a parent, sleep can be one of the most annoying things you deal with. You're tired, you're fighting, they're fighting. And we're just trying to all hit the same goal, to fall asleep, to relax, and to chill. Now, I also know as a parent, you probably tried everything from strict bedtime routines, limiting screen time. Maybe you've even done some medication sleep aids. But what if I told you that there's actually a natural drug-free way to help our kids get the restful sleep they need? Not just ways to improve their sleep, but overall health and development, because so much of sleep is connected to other things: behavior, the gut health, school success, just really everything with it. So I want to look at this from an approach to how do you look at helping kids get to sleep more naturally. So I'm going to give you some natural remedies and some things that I've seen help in the clinic and also have helped with my kids. Now, first, I want to look at a couple statistics because this will blow your mind and I think it'll make you feel better the fact that you're not alone. So the American Academy of Pediatrics estimate that 25% to 50% of kids experience some type of sleep problem. So that's 1 in 4, right? Even more alarming is the studies show that 70% of children with ADHD have sleep difficulties. So there is a vast correlation between the behavior and ADHD side of it and sleep. Now we know these aren't just numbers. These are real families, real kids that struggles to get the rest they need, that set just that compound down the road of how they struggle. But we want to look at this naturally to not resorting to medication. Now, when we get into the science for this, it's really important to go back to the root cause about why sleep is so critical for our children. And we really all know this, right? It's not just about avoiding grumpy mornings, the attitude that comes with it, the emotions that come with it, but sleep plays a vital role in the physical, mental, and emotional development. In fact, a lot of scientists have looked at sleep and said, if the body can calm down and just get to sleep, it plays an important reset role in their emotions. It allows them to really kind of process everything, clear everything, and then start again the next day. See, during sleep, their bodies produce growth hormones, their brains consolidate memories and learning, their immune system gets a much needed boost. So much of their just overall development from a motor standpoint, from a behavioral standpoint, from a cognitive standpoint, depends on sleep. Now, what's causing these sleep issues in kids? Well, often it's a perfect storm, meaning it's a wide variety of factors: interrupted circadian rhythms, high stress or anxiety, too much stimulation before bedtime. Now, all these things can play a role. And here's where it really gets interesting. Many of these factors are directly related to a child's nervous system function. You see, sleep is regulated by the autonomic nervous system, the rest or digest side, called the parasympathetic branch. Now, when this system is out of balance, it can lead to a cascade of sleep-related issues, meaning we're more wound up, we can't calm down, our brains want to go, and stay focused on more tasks and more busyness than truly relax and go to sleep. So I want to break down some natural drug-free remedies for you that's going to help your kids. And then one big piece of the puzzle where if you've tried all these natural remedies, how do we still get you the solutions and help these natural remedies actually work better? So number one, most of these, I'm preaching to the choir here, but I want you to really check these off the list because these are key to helping kids master this. Establish a consistent bedtime routine. Now, this is going to help regulate your child's internal clock and send signals to their body that it's time to wind down. They've done a lot of studies on sleep, and actually they found that the amount of sleep you get before 12 a.m., so going to bed before midnight, is actually more valuable than the sleep you get after that. What I mean is, if your teenager wants to go to bed at 12 or 1 and then sleep till 10 a.m., that's not as valuable as them maybe going to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and getting those hours before 12 a.m. That's because it allows them to really set that good circadian rhythm. So establishing consistent bedtime as tough as it may be, can really help them refuel better than just focusing on 8 to 10 hours every night. And honestly, kids that are in growth and development, they need 10 hours plus of really good high quality sleep. Number 2, create an ideal sleep environment. So a cool, dark, quiet room can work wonders. They actually say you need a lower temperature to fall asleep better, and then you actually need it to warm up a little bit to help you get out of bed in the morning. This is so true for us families in the Midwest, right? What do you not want to do when you wake up in the morning? You're like, it's so cold, I can't wake up. So look at temperature with that. You can use white noise machines or fans to block out or disrupt sounds. Some parents even use, red lights or more calming lights to help the body to eliminate that blue light exposure. And that really brings me to number 3, limit screen times before bed, right? We all know this, but this can be a really hard one because the blue light from devices, it interferes with melatonin production. Now, melatonin, you probably all heard of this because melatonin is maybe a supplement you've used to help kids, but your body makes melatonin naturally. And if you're having a lot of blue light coming through your eyes, it can limit that melatonin production or release from your body, making it harder to fall asleep. So limit that to allow the body to naturally work with melatonin. In fact, if you've used a lot of melatonin in the past, your body might not be making it as easy as it can be. So not only cutting that blue light out, that's going to help that be more powerful from the inside. Now, number 4, encourage physical activity during the day. Regular exercise, movement, it can help tire the child out and promote better sleep at night. I realized this with my own kiddos. My 11-year-old, he's starting middle school, and when he plays a lot of video games with friends, which they do at night quite a bit, right? It's actually harder for him to fall asleep because his brain is more wound up. So giving him a couple hours off before it's time for bed is really key to getting him to fall asleep much quicker. And number 5, many of you have probably tried this, but look at more natural supplements like magnesium, chamomile tea. These can just help relax that nervous system and promote sleep. Well, now I want to go off script because what if you've tried all these things and your child is still struggling, right? You've tried the natural remedies, they're still having sleep issues. How do we look deeper at the nervous system? So the lack of calm and balance in that nervous system, specifically the autonomic nervous system, that parasympathetic driver that I talked about earlier, that could be affecting their sleep quality really dramatically. And if nothing is working because the nervous system is too wound up, then kids aren't going to be able to turn that parasympathetic side on and that opposite sympathetic go, fight or flight system off. See, the brain is a sensory organ. The brain is picking up all the input you put into it. But if your internal environment, the body, the organs, the glands, the hormones, if everything is telling that brain things are busy, things are overwhelming, it's getting all these signals that say, hey, it's not time to calm down yet, your kiddo has no chance to calm down easily. So all the remedies that you're doing may be helping, but just not enough to calm that nervous system. Now, this is where neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care comes in. With gentle adjusting, with looking at the nervous system, we can help balance this autonomic system for it to get more on the parasympathetic output. In fact, we use neurologically based scans to do that, to look exactly where the body may be struggling to allow sleep to improve dramatically. Now, this helps the natural remedies actually make more impact because the nervous system has set the table for them. In our office, to measure this, if we can look at where kids are struggling with the nervous system, we use our insight scans. This looks at imbalances in that nervous system. It looks at where that parasympathetic nervous system might not be doing its job and therefore affecting their sleep. Then based on these findings, we create personalized care plans to help restore balance and improve that sleep naturally. So we don't want your kiddos to struggle with sleep because I know as a dad that can be one of the hardest things when you've got to get up for work early the next morning and your kiddo just can't fall asleep. And sometimes they don't even know why. And it can be really frustrating. And if that's the case, we need to look at the nervous system, because that can be the answer to helping them calm their body so that they can calm their brain and get to sleep more naturally. If you have more questions, send us a direct message. We would love to answer those. We would love to help you with sleep, because we know how annoyingly hard it can be for us as a parent and how it can disrupt so much in an entire family. So I hope this finds you well. Please share this video with friends if they can, and we would love to help your kiddo get better sleep.